on YouTube. Oh boy. Oh. So my sound is working right. Testing, testing, testing. All right. All right, everybody. Let me go ahead and we are on YouTube, so we are recording on YouTube. Let me go ahead and make sure that I got everything where it needs to be. Let me check my YouTube channel. Stuff on YouTube. There we go. All right. Something's going wrong with my camera, so I'm gonna try and turn it back on. Hopefully it's working properly now. But my camera was giving me some problems here, so y'all bear with me. We're gonna give a couple of minutes for some more people to get logged in. Let's see if my camera's back working. It looks like it's working okay now. Okay. All right, we're waiting on a couple of people to log in, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Tonight we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna be somebody's got the mic open. Make sure y'all mute your mics when you come in. See, there's my camera again. It's acting funny again. So I don't know what's going on with my camera. I don't know what that is. That's not gonna work. Let me turn that off. All right. I don't know what's going on with my my webcam. My camera, no, my computer it's been acting real funny for the last couple of days. I may have to take it into the shop, but you all should still be able to see my screen when I share my screen. Hopefully, you all won't have a problem with that. I think it's just my camera because the image that I have up, it pulls up fine. But when I try to turn on my live cam, it just gives me some problems. It's been giving me problems for the last couple of days. And I don't know what's really going on with it. Probably got to put this particular laptop in the shop. But tonight, let me make sure I've got my YouTube up. Yeah, we're up on YouTube. All right. So tonight is dispatch training. Yeah, my YouTube is up. Tonight is dispatch training. They can't really see me because I'm not sharing my screen yet. All right. Still letting people in. All right, tonight is Thursday night, so this dispatch training. I'm gonna get started here in just a moment. I'm gonna be playing a video tonight of the rate confirmations and BOLs. It is a video of my broadcast, but it's being presented by Miss Jen Williams, who owns another RBBS Logistics Learning Center. She's one of the one of our 7-figure affiliate blueprint owners. For those people who want to promote RBBS and make money from our brand and everything, they can do that. People who get our paid affiliate program. Jen Williams is also my VP of operations for our consulting firm in managing freight brokerage firms. So she has her own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers YouTube channel, and so we're gonna be playing the training tonight is going to be presented by her YouTube channel, and I want everybody to go and subscribe to her YouTube channel, show her some support, just like you all have shown me. She has a lot of great material on there, a lot of great training material on her YouTube channel that is not really showcasing me, but tonight we're showcasing one of her broadcasts where she was really showcasing our training session on rate confirmations and BOL. So it's pretty interesting. So we're gonna let you all take a look at that, so her channel can get some exposure, and you all do get some great training at the same time in the series that we're supposed to be on tonight, which is rate confirmation and BOLs. So I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen, and y'all let me know if you can see my screen. All right. Hey, can everybody see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, because I've been having problems with my camera, and I want to make sure you all can see the screen, because I've been having some real problems with my camera, and it's just been horrendous. So hopefully this will all work out just fine. Then we're going to start sharing my sound, optimize video clip, optimize sound, high fidelity. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. And all right, good evening, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers and the National Dispatchers Network. And tonight is Thursday night. The time now is 7:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it is time for How to Dispatch series, our series on how to become a how to dispatch, and the steps that we give, all 7 steps on the dispatch series. Tonight we're on step number 6, which is going to be rate confirmations and BOLs, bill of lading. So look, these things are very important. Rate confirmations and BOLs. Okay. Now I want y'all to understand something. The reason why rate confirmations are so important. So I'm being dead serious here. Don't get a rate confirmation and just glaze over it. Don't do that. Make sure you read and understand every aspect of that rate confirmation. I mean, read everything for several reasons. Reason number 1 is, if a broker is going to screw you over, it's going to be on the rate con. Okay? That's where it's going to happen. Because you all can say stuff in the phone conversation, when you look the load up on the load board, conversations are all pleasant until you pay this much money, it's a 1 drop and all this other stuff. Then you get the rate confirmation, you don't read it, and it turns out you may find out it may be a 2 or 3 drop load. Or 2 pickup, 2 drops, 2 pickups, 1 drop, or whatever the case may be. That changes the whole dynamic of the situation, because now your driver's gotta pick up, gotta make 2 stops, which takes more time, less time to deliver the load. More load time, more unload time. All this stuff goes into play. And if you don't catch that on the rate con, you could wind up getting taken for a ride. Okay? You may look at the rate con and the money's not the same. And the money is the same. You also want to check to see if the destination is the same. Because they may put a destination on there that may be farther in miles, which the money looks like it's the same, but because it's farther in miles, you're not getting paid as much. Why? Because the rate per mile is what really matters. So check all this stuff when you're dealing with the rate con. We're going to go over a rate con completely, and we're going to discuss all the important factors within a rate con. Also, within a rate con, you have instructions, specific instructions that your carrier needs to abide by in order to get in and out of the shipper in a timely fashion. Okay, because if there are some instructions that shipper that carrier does not follow, there are certain specific instructions, like call when you're so many miles out or so many hours away,
or you have to call to check in. If you don't call and check in, they may not accept him. Okay, you may get there and well, you didn't call, so we didn't confirm you, so therefore you gotta wait. So he's sitting outside there waiting to get in because he didn't call to confirm his coming in at the time that they told him to call, or he didn't call the right place to get that confirmation. There are 100 different things that could be on that rate con that if you don't read it, that could cause you to either not get paid on the load, the carrier not get paid on the load, the carrier get paid less money on the load, the carrier gets fined a fee on the load, or something of that nature. Okay, so make sure when you're going over those rate cons, make sure that you are reading, first of all, the entire rate con, and make sure you understand it. And if there's a discrepancy or something that's wrong, that's not what you all discussed, you need to call that broker back and have them to clarify it and make sure it's put on that rate con and make the adjustments. Okay. Other stuff that's going to be on the rate con, you need to have maybe need to have a discussion, about the detention pay and also about lumper fees. Okay. So, but we're going to go over all that tonight because rate cons are very important. They're one of the most important parts of the whole process. Now, this is the step that is directly before invoicing and getting paid. So you're getting close to getting paid. You have, found your carrier, you've contracted with the carrier, hit with the pitch, they signed your dispatch agreement, you contract the carrier, they filled out the dispatch agreement, they filled out the carrier profile form, you've gotten all that back. You've gone to the load boards, you've evaluated the load boards and found them some good paying freight. You've contacted the broker and you let the broker know that your carrier is interested in a certain load. Now that broker is now sending you the rate con so you can go ahead and dispatch your carrier. Because without that rate con, you really can't send your carrier out to pick up a load until that rate con has been executed. Okay? So this is where we are right now. We're on the rate con. You've done all the other stuff, all the fun stuff. Now it's time to get to the nitty gritty stuff so you can get paid. Okay. And the rate con and the BOL is part of that nitty gritty. All right. Let's go ahead and start sharing my screen. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Let's go ahead and start sharing my screen so we can get on this. All right. As always, we are in our back office. This is where we go to access a lot of our stuff. But if you want a copy of a rate con, I can put the link in here. Well, I can't really put a link in because these are PDFs. I'm gonna see if I can send you all a file so you all can have a copy of of my sample of what these are real rate cons. These are not samples. These are rate cons that I pulled up. But you can always go ahead and pull up some loads that I have. Pull up some of my old loads. As y'all can see here, I'm looking at one here for, this is an invoice that I prepared. And when we get into invoicing, I'll show y'all what you need to attach to every invoice. With every invoice, you need to attach the rate con, the BOL, and the dispatch agreement, signed dispatch agreement on every invoice. I can see here a bunch of invoices that I've done over the years. I've dispatched a lot of freight, as you all can see. I've dispatched a lot of freight. So these are all invoices to trucking companies that have pretty much gotten those through me over the years. So we're gonna look at some of those at a couple of those rate cons to show y'all what's going on. All right, first of all, we're gonna pull up this rate con right here. This is the rate con I want to look at. That's a bill of lading. Let's go with this one. I think this is a bill of lading too. No, it's a low confirmation. All right. Here's a rate con, and I think this is also a rate con. All right. We're gonna go over these two rate cons because every rate confirmation can be different. It depends on how they want to set them up, but every rate confirmation can be different. So you have to pretty much go by, take them, as there is when they come in, and you have to evaluate them on their own merits. All right, let me go ahead and blow the screen up. And you all can see this, right? You all can see my screen, right?
It's a little fuzzy,
Everybody
but
see
I
this?
can see it.
Right. This is the standard, rate confirmation. This is actually a pretty good one. The way it's typed up and everything. A lot of times you'll get rate cons that are handwritten. Okay, they're gonna look kind of messy. This is actually one that's pretty good. I like getting them like this because they're typed up. They're filled out properly. And they're really typed up. Now, one of the things you're gonna look for in your rate con, you're gonna make sure that all the information on who your broker is, or and who the where you're picking the load up at and stuff like that. Make sure that is correct. Okay, your standard rate con is gonna read something just like this. You're gonna have what's called a load number or a pro number. Load numbers and pro numbers, they're basically the same thing. Okay. Some people will say load number, some people will say pro number. Okay. But you're gonna check for the pro number, which is up here. Okay. There's a rate confirmation. This is titled, rate confirmation is dated, has a timestamp on it, has the name of the company that you're getting it from, which is Freight Logistics Incorporated. It has their address in Milford, Oregon. Okay. It's gonna have the who is from, okay, Michael Jr. McAdoo, and his number, his fax number, and his email address is going to have the carrier information. The carrier that is running that load, J. Panay Company, their phone number, attention carrier, their MC number, their DOT number, driver, and the cell phone number. Now, this is a pretty good rate con because it has the driver's information, which you want to know who the driver is. Okay, you want to know who the driver is in case it's kind of a large company. You want to know who the driver is, and you're gonna want to have their cell phone number because you're gonna need to be talking to that driver, the person who is actually transporting that load. It's gonna have the size, this is a flatbed or step deck. Okay, one boom is 1,620 miles. And how many pieces? 1,000 pieces. Line haul rate is $1,700. Total rate $1,700. Okay, check to make sure the money is right. Okay, check to make sure the money is right, and then you've got the first pickup, which is right here. You got your pickup, and you got your drop, which is put as a stop, and it's only got one stop, one drop, one pickup, one drop. You want to check that. You want to make sure it's not 2 pickups and 1 drop, or 3 pickups, 1 drop, or something like that. If that's not discussed, you want to make sure it's on there. So you're gonna check this on the pickup and the drop, the company, or where you're picking it up from, the address in Georgetown, Texas, the phone number. You got the appointment date, the date that is to be picked up. You got the seal number. Okay. Does everybody know what a seal is? Everybody know what it is? I'm going to find the seal number if it's not on rate con. Everybody know where to find the seal number. The seal number is what's going to be on that lock on the load when they tag the load. Like if you're in a drive-in and they put a lock on it, they put like a little steel band on it. It's got a lock on it, and it has a seal number on it. That means it's been sealed. That's your seal number. Same thing with flatbeds, things like that. They're gonna put a tag on it, and that's gonna be your seal number. Okay, there's a seal number right there. Okay, the place where it's being delivered to. Okay, which is Stevenson's Equipment in Park, Pennsylvania, Prospect Park, Pennsylvania. Okay, there's a contact phone number. Again, make sure the seal number is still the same. Make sure you have the the seal number on pickup, seal number on drop off should be the same. Okay. All right. Now here are some instructions. These are your guidelines, and make sure you read this stuff. Now we're gonna go over 2 rate cons because rate cons they have each one is gonna be different. Okay, as far as what the instructions is, how they have them filled out, but just make sure you go over them completely and make sure you understand everything on those rate cons. Because if you don't, this is where they're going to screw you at on the rate cons. Okay, it says here, by signing this agreement, the carrier agrees to the following. Make sure that you read this and make sure that the driver of that truck reads this and make sure that they understand. So get confirmation from your carrier that they have read this. In some cases, I have been known to call the carrier up and get them on the phone, and I read it to them to make sure that I know that they got it. Because we will read it, I will read it out loud to them so that make sure that they understand their instruction. And of course, you're going to send them a copy of it. You can either text them a copy, email them a copy, or whatever the case may be. But you're going to send them a copy of this as well. By signing this agreement, the carrier agrees to the following. Carrier certifies they are authorized to transport freight by the FMCSA, Federal Motors Carrier Safety Administration. And at the time of shipment, they do not have a rating of unsatisfactory. Carrier certifies they will not rebroker, assign, or interline the shipment without written consent from FLI. Now, what do they mean by rebroker, assign, or interline? Can anybody tell me what they mean by that? Can anybody tell me what they think that was meant by that?
Double brokering?
Somewhat, yeah. Rebrokering or assigning by a carrier, it can be done, but it has to be with the permission of the original broker. So in other words, a carrier will sign this rate con and says that they are running it, but then they will then contract another carrier that's not really associated with their company to run the load. You understand what I'm saying? Because the broker doesn't know anything about that other carrier that you may be getting to run the load. In other words, the carrier that they are aware that they have been notified is going to run that load, that has to be the carrier that runs that load. It cannot be reassigned or co-brokered off to another carrier. Okay? So everybody understands what they mean by that broker, assign, or interline the shipment without written consent of FLI. Doing so, now they tell you what the consequences of that is. This is why it's very important to read this stuff. Doing so would forfeit the right to collect freight charges and permit FLI to pay such charges directly to the underlying carrier. So if you don't work out a deal with a carrier, say, okay, I don't really want to run this load, but I'm gonna pass it off to you, but you're gonna pay me 20% just for passing off to you, or whatever the case may be. Or I'm gonna pay you, this amount of money, and I'm gonna keep this amount of money. Guess what? If they find out you did that, they're not gonna pay you at all. They could just pay all the money to the carrier that actually ran that load. They could. They can also not pay them either because they broke the rules too. You understand what I'm saying? So it's at their discretion of who they want to pay and not pay anybody else. And as you can see, there are other penalties that could be enforced on top of that. Okay? All right. Doing so would forfeit the right to collect freight charges and permit FLI to pay such charges directly to the underlying carrier. Carrier certifies its position of the required insurance for the truck involved in this shipment, which includes but is not limited to cargo liability in the amount of $100,000 and auto liability in the amount of $1 million, and any applicable workers' compensation insurance as prescribed by the laws of your state. Both parties agree that FLI is the sole party responsible for payment of carrier's charges. Under no circumstances will carrier seek payment from shipper, consignee, or FLI's customer. Now, there have been instances where carriers find out who the actual or they know the shipper because they're picking it up from the shipper. There have been instances of carriers trying to work a backhand deal with the shipper around the broker. Now, that is, you're not supposed to do that. Okay? Neither you as a dispatcher or the carrier is supposed to go directly to that broker's customer and try to work a backhand deal with them while you're under load with that load. Now, if you happen to come across that shipper by some other means or through some other whatever on other freight or whatever this, that's fine. But you cannot, while you're under a load, while you're under a rate confirmation, while you're under an agreement of running a load, you cannot go and speak to that shipper about running extra loads outside of that broker. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
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 Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I don't want you all to get in trouble and get your carrier in trouble. Some people may say, well, this is a good way to get direct shippers. You know, once you find out where the load is being picked up at, then I can just call that shipper back and say, hey, you got any more freight that runs like that? You know, we'd be glad to run it. We work out some directly with the shipper. No, you can't do that. Because one thing, you're not a broker. For another thing, you are contractually under a contract when you accepted this load. Okay, so you cannot be negotiating with that shipper for other freight while you are under contract to deliver this load. Okay, let's make sure of that now. Don't try to compile a direct shippers list by running loads for brokers and then going back and using those shippers in your direct shippers list. Okay, that is not the right way to do business, to say the least. Now, and they have consequences for you if you happen to do just that. Okay, limited insurance, payment for carriers, consignee, FYI's customer. Okay, failure of all right, here we go. We're right here. Charges under circumstance when the party responsible for payment, carrier payment from shipper, consignee, or FI's customer. Failure of FI to collect payment. Hold on, I'm missing something. Let me go back up here where I started off at. In the amount of $100, liability, applicable workers' compensation insurance. Both parties agree. FYI said, okay, here we go. Both parties agree that FLI is the sole party responsible for payment of carrier's charges. Under no circumstances would carrier seek payment from shipper, consignee, or FLI's customer. Failure of FLI to collect payment from its customers shall not exonerate FLI of its obligation to pay the carrier. So in other words, FLI has made a commitment to pay you even if they don't get paid by the shipper. Because more than likely, they have what's called non-recourse factoring. Does everybody know what non-recourse factoring is?
No.
Put it this way, is there anybody who doesn't know what non-recourse factoring is?
Where they'll pay you or they not will pay you.
Well,
They
non-recourse,
pay.
yeah, what non-recourse factoring says that you're going to get paid regardless. The carrier gets paid regardless. It also says that the broker gets paid regardless, or the shipper pays not. Because with factoring, and this is why everybody uses factoring. Every broker I know has factoring, okay? And I would say about 90% of brokers all use non-recourse factoring, okay? Non-recourse factors, the factoring company gets a higher percentage. They get about 5%. Recourse factoring usually charges about 2.5% to 3.25%. But non-recourse factoring charges 5% of the load fee, okay? But the advantage there is if for some reason they can't collect money from the shipper, they don't come back to you and make you pay that money back. That's why it's called non-recourse, okay? You're not going to get any chargebacks, okay? Well, I was about to explain something here. Non-recourse factoring is the best way to go because you don't want to be charged back money because, y'all know what I was about to say. Because, the shipper, legally, the shipper can take up to 120 days to pay out on a load. Y'all did know that, right? Y'all do know that shippers can take up to 120 days to pay out on loads, right? Y'all need to understand that. So if you're ever doing a load that is not factored, you could be on a long wait to get paid because the shipper can take up to 120 days to pay out on a load. So, and I always like to ask brokers, is this load factored non-recourse or is this recourse factored? You always kind of want to ask that because you don't want, a broker coming back to your carrier and say, well, and this hurts brokers more than it hurts the carrier. Because once a broker's paid the carrier out, I mean, they're gonna catch hell in high water trying to get money back from a carrier if the shipper don't pay. I'll tell you that right now. They're gonna catch, and there's nothing legally that they can do to make that carrier pay because they took the risk. Okay, the broker took the risk. Now, this is for those of you who are brokers. If you take the risk of accepting a load from a shipper and your factory is non-recourse, that means that you take the risk of paying money out, and if that load don't get paid to the paid by the shipper, then you just out that money that you paid to the carrier. Okay, that's why you always want to go with non-recourse factoring. Okay, the two types of factoring: there's recourse and there's non-recourse. It's worth it to pay that extra 2% or that extra 3%. Trust me on that. If you are a broker, okay, if you are a broker. Now, if you are a dispatcher, you don't need factoring. I know a lot of dispatchers, well, I want to factor my loads on my carrier, but I want to make sure my carrier pays me. I can show you all. I'm going to show you all on the invoicing side. Once we do the next week, I'm going to show you all how to get guaranteed to get paid each and every time. Guarantee how to collect your money even from a carrier that has said I'm not going to pay you, or a carrier that's running from you. I'm going to show you how to guarantee to get your money 100% of the time, no questions asked. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Okay, next week. All right. So make sure that it's non-recourse factoring because this statement kind of covers that right there. For payment of carrier's charges, FYI, the parties are responsible for carrying payment charges. Under no circumstance would carrier seek payment from shipper, consignee, FYI's customers. Failure of FLI to collect payment from its customer shall not exonerate FLI of its obligation to pay the carrier. FLI agrees to pay carrier's invoice 10 days after receipt of the invoice and the clean bill of lading. Okay. Now, this is a pretty good rate card because they actually outline and tell you when to expect to be paid. Okay. A lot of BOLs don't tell you that. This is a very good, a lot of rate cards don't tell you that. This is a very good rate card. It specifically tells you, okay, FLI agrees to pay carrier's invoice 10 days after receipt of invoice and the clean bill of lading. So you know when your carrier is going to get paid. So if you know when your carrier is going to get paid, you know when you go ahead and do your invoice, right? And have the invoice date set to send to them on day what? Day 11, right? Because that's the day after they got paid, right? Right?
Right.
So next week on invoicing, I'm going to show you all how you can do that through Square. Now, if you're using some other system like QuickBooks, PayPal, Quickens, or whatever you use, but I'm going to show you all how using Square, how I use it, that I can set my invoices to be sent on a certain date. Specifically, when you're dealing with rate cards like this, you can go ahead and you can set your invoice date on the date that this be email and text to your carrier. Okay. After receipt of clean bill, okay, and bill of lading. All of the details pertaining to this shipment were listed above, and both parties have verbally agreed to the stated total payment. This amount, including all tarping, fuel surcharges, and any other fees related to this shipment, listed or not. Now, this is kind of a gray area here. Now, on something like this, I usually call them back okay, and ask them some other questions, right? Because there could be stuff that pops up that's outside of that rate con. Can anybody tell me what could pop up outside of rate con? That might need to be discussed. Can anybody tell me what else could pop up that you all might need to discuss outside of the rate con? As a dispatcher, this is going to be your responsibility to bring this up with the broker. Nobody got any clue? Right. If a carrier goes there to pick up a load and have a certain time to pick the load up, and it takes them longer than 2 hours to load that truck, what needs to be discussed if it takes longer than 2 hours to load that truck?
His wait time, his pay.
Detention pay. Okay, that's not listed in here because here is a broker that's basically they're telling you. That's why you have to read this. You have to understand what you're reading. Because if you accept this and don't call them back to get any type of clarification, if it takes them too long to load that truck, they could say, well, we don't owe you any detention pay because the clause says right there, what does that clause say? It says that all the details pertaining to this shipment were listed above, and both parties have verbally agreed to the stated total payment. This amount included all tarping, fuel surcharges, and any other fees related to the shipment, listed or not. Additional charges to the agreed rate for changes in shipment or accessory charges must be approved in writing by FLI. Deductions for time-sensitive or service failures must be advised in advance by FLI and agreed to by carrier via signed rate confirmation or acceptance of the load. So basically, they're basically telling you in legal terminology, in legal language, that if you want to get paid for detention pay, it's got to be in this rate con. Like I always tell you, if it ain't in the rate con, it don't exist. Right? If it's not in the rate con, what happens? It does not exist, right?
Right.
Right.
It does not exist. It's not on the rate con. Okay? So when you read these rate cons, you get that type of thing. You want to call that broker back and say, hey, I'm looking at the rate con, and we never discussed really detention pay, lumper fees. Do y'all know what lumper fees are? Can anybody tell me what lumper fees are?
If someone need to unload the truck.
They have to pay the guys to unload the truck.
Exactly. It's usually associated with refrigerated cargo. There's hardly ever lumper fees on flatbed because usually flatbeds, they come out with a crane, drop it on, or forklifts to drop it on, and then it's all done. Usually lumper fees are associated when actual people have to go on and remove stuff, box by box or piece by piece or something like that. Usually when you got more than 2 or 3 people who are doing that work. Okay. But usually, if it's something that can be loaded up with a forklift, most likely it's not gonna have lumper fees because you just pick it up, drop it on there, and then they're done. But usually, when you got physical manual labor of unloading the truck, and that happens a lot with refrigerated items, okay? Because that happens a lot with refrigerated items, okay? Some refrigerated trucks, you can't go up in there with a forklift anyway, because it depends on how it's made, the refrigeration and whatever this and that, you could damage that trailer. So, but lumper fees is another thing that can come up outside of the rate con. Okay, detention pay, lumper fees. Okay, lumper fees is supposed to be the responsibility of the broker. The broker is responsible for authorizing and paying lumper fees. Now, have I had carriers to pay lumper fees? Yes. I've seen some carriers that does pay lumper fees, but they get that money up front in the load fee, in the rate. Because they're used to going to a certain carrier, a certain place to pick up, and they know what the lumper fees are, and then negotiate that within the rate. So then they just pay it out of their own com data checks or EFS checks or whatever the case may be. But most of the time, 95% of the time, brokers are responsible for paying lumper fees, okay, and detention pay. Okay, so a good dispatch is going to discuss that before signing that rate confirmation. Everybody see how important the rate confirmation is. See how important it is to read the rate confirmation. Now down here, you're gonna have your confirmation.
Yes.
All right, now you're gonna have your rate confirmation details is gonna be on next page. Make sure you're going to read that rate confirmation detail. You're gonna have your rate confirmation, your pro number. You're gonna make sure it's right there. Make sure it's the same pro number that's there. Make sure it's the same pro number that's up there. Make sure that the pro number is all the same. Okay. You see, you got the name of the company, where it's coming from, who the driver is, and the carrier, their Freight Logistics Incorporated, their address. Freight Logistics Incorporated pays all carriers 10 days after receipt. They are reiterating what they have said up here already. Okay. Freight Logistics Incorporated pays all carriers 10 days after receipt of the invoice and the signed clear bill of lading. Now check calls can be easier than ever. Drivers, text your pro number, location, and status update straight to FLI. Text check calls to there. That's the number you text that to right there. You're gonna have that, sign, send bills to this address above, pro number again, and then the e-sign stamp right there. This is a pretty good rate confirmation. They have the e-sign stamp, all that type of stuff. So everything is real good, up to date. It's not a handwritten one. There are a lot of times when you would get a handwritten rate confirmation, and you have to really go over those because you want to make sure you're reading it right. You know how people's handwriting can be. So you want to make sure you're reading it right and you're going over it correctly. Now, that's one rate con right there. Let me see if I can pull up another rate con. Here's another load confirmation. All right, this is a different one. And hold on, let me escape that real quick. But let me pull up the BOL. I got the BOL for this one too. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go over this rate confirmation and the BOL. All right. So this one, all right, here's one from DAC, D-A-K, not DAC, but D-A-K, out of Sarasota, Florida. A load that I had did for one of my carriers, whatever the case may be. All right. Same thing. Remember I told you sometimes they call the load number, sometimes they call the pro number, right? Y'all remember that, right? In this case, they're calling it a load number. Load number, pro number, it's the same thing. Just some people call it a pro number, some people call it a load number. All right, does everybody understand that? So don't get confused when you see load number and you see pro number is on another rate confirmation, and they don't say, well, where's the load number? All else is a pro number. No, they're the same thing. Load numbers and pro numbers are the same things. Okay, the date, equipment, flatbed step deck, equipment length, weight, 8,000 pounds. Distance miles, 1,168 miles. Okay, make sure all that's in the carrier, information. You got the broker, information there. Florida, you got the carrier, information. BNT LLC. There's the information right there. MC number, primary contact, Tony at dispatch, phone number, driver, not set. They haven't set a driver yet, but when they do, they'll put the phone number there. Make sure you call them and get that driver's information. Notes and references, okay? Now, This is one that has instructions for the driver. This is what I mean by go over the instructions with the driver so the driver knows certain things that they have to do. Because if they don't do these things, they could be penalized and you could not get paid. Okay. Notes. And you got the 3 little stars there, which means this is what? Important. All right. Driver must collect payment code from delivery contact person before offloading. Okay. References. This is the person ran computed air compressor on single axle trailer. Item number. Gives the item number right there. Okay. This is what they're, what type of trailer it has and type of compressor and all that type of stuff. All right. Date. The pickup. Where it's picked up at. The date is picked up is on 1/10/2018. Location, Major General Hugh B. Moat, Terrence, Moat, Tennessee, National Guard Headquarters. This was a military load. National Guard Headquarters, Major General Hugh B. Moat. Major General Hugh B. Moat, Tennessee, National Guard Headquarters, and whatever the address is, Sitco Drive, Nashville, Tennessee, and so on and so on. Contact Sergeant Cox. Okay, his phone number, right? Cargo, air compressor on single axle trailer. Okay, reference 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's your pickup time. Anytime between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. That is your window of pickup time. Okay. Notes. Again, you have another note down there. Driver must bring release paperwork and must call ahead so he can escort you onto property. So you can't just show up at a military base and say, hey, I'm going to pick up a load. You can't do that. They're telling you, you got to call ahead. You got to call ahead. Also, the driver must collect what? Payment code from delivery contact person before offloading. So you got to call ahead, right? So they can have an escort there to escort you onto the property. Because this is a military base and all military bases are guarded and protected. Okay, you're not just going to roll up on the military base and just cruise right in. It's not going to happen. So you got to call ahead so they can arrange to have an escort to meet you there at the front gate to escort you into the military base. Okay? Deliveries. Date for delivery is 1/12. That's 2 days later. 2018. Location, Pine Ridge School Facilities. 101 Thorpe School, Pine Ridge, whatever this is. Contact Daniel Nelson. Phone number. There's his phone number, office, and cell phone number right there. Best to reach, right? Which is that cell phone number. It says best to reach. All right. There's the cargo. Make sure it's the same as that. Make sure it's the same. Check the cargo. Make sure it's exactly the same. Okay. References. Don't have any references. Note hours. 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, or call for after hours. So your window for delivery is 8 a.m. in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Fridays. If it's going to be on a Saturday, it's going to be after hours. You got to call to arrange for delivery on after hours. All right, let's go down here. Got some more stuff down here. All right, here we go. Pay items. Okay, flat rate $1,600. All right, quick pay ACH at 3%. Payment code. Okay, driver must collect payment code from client before offloading, then call back and give us the payment code. If payment code is not collected by the driver and repeated back to that shipping and transport, we will be unable to pay your transportation company. Y'all see how important it is to read these instructions? Very important, right?
Yes, very important.
Very important. That's why I say you read every rate. Do not just glaze through a rate confirmation, because they're all going to be different. They're all going to be different. They all have certain specific things that have to be done in order for this transaction to take place smoothly in order for you to get paid. Okay? So it's very important that you read these rate confirmations. By accepting this load, you are acknowledging these terms and releasing that shipping and transport LLC of any liability if your driver does not collect the payment code. See, there are consequences for not following instructions. And they lay them out for you, but you got to read this stuff. You have to make sure you read this stuff. Check the rate amount, make sure it's, again, make sure it's right. Then you come down here, you got the rest of this stuff. I'm gonna say BOLs must have delivery name printed and signed to get paid. That is in bold letters, people. Bill of ladings must have delivery name printed and signed to get paid. Driver must check VIN serial numbers when supplied. Okay, if they're not supplied, don't worry about it. If they're supplied, you got to check them. Driver or dispatcher, listen up, people. Driver or dispatcher must call ahead with ETA, estimated time of arrival, so they can get ready for the driver at both the pickup and delivery location. Now, if you don't read these rate confirmations and you don't do these things, what's going to happen? It's going to cause problems. They're not going to be ready for you to receive you, which means your driver going to be sitting outside trying to get loaded, and he could miss his load date, and that's going to push everything back, which pushes everybody's money back, or cause everybody not to get paid at all. Right? This is your responsibility to read this stuff. Because I'm telling you, if you just shoot this over to the carrier, 9 times out of 10, the carrier's not going to read it. They're going to look at the money. Oh, the money looks right. Oh, where it's going to? Okay, yeah. They're going to sign and send it back. 9 times out of 10, that driver, that carrier is not going to read this stuff. It is your responsibility as a dispatcher to read this stuff and convey this to the driver and the carrier. So therefore, if you are reading it and you're reading it to them and you're conveying it to them and you're getting the acknowledgement, you know that they understand it. Okay, that is your job. Okay. Drivers must be made, and here again, this is in bold, big, all capital letters. Driver must be made aware of and follow all the instructions on the load confirmation. That's what I just got to tell you all. Okay, this is highly important. And that's what I just got to tell y'all. Reading these instructions is so important and it's so vital because it goes directly to if you're going to get paid or not. Again, in big, bold, capital letters. Driver must be made aware of and follow all instructions on this load confirmation, i.e., collect payment at delivery, call with payment code, call record service ETC, etc. They're going over the same stuff that they're going over here. They're reiterating it down there again. That's how important it is. Okay, if there are any problems at loading or delivery, length, weight, item is not running, need permits, etc. Driver is to call DAC Shipping and Transport LLC before doing anything further. If driver transport an item with a problem and does not have DAC Shipping and Transport LLC approval, no future arrangements of additional payments will be given. Whoa, that's a big consequence. That could affect you even running loads with them in the future. Y'all see how important it is to follow these instructions and to read this stuff now?
Yes.
A lot of people think, oh, right here, Raycon, I done booked the load, I done found the load, you know, this is that. Now I just got to get the Raycon, get it signed, get it over, and we get paid. Nah, this is not the easy stuff. This is the most important stuff. So don't get complacent when you get to the Raycon. Just because you done found a load, getting good paid money, all this other stuff, this deal is far from being done if you cannot complete this transaction and follow these exact instructions. Okay, this is where the rubber meets the road, as they say. Okay, very, 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 very important and vital stuff. Okay, without the approval, no future arrangements of additional payments will be given. If there are any problems en route, driver is to immediately call that Shipping and Transport LLC. We understand delays, but need to know the exact conditions. Now, Darren will tell you, and I do all the time too, I stay in constant contact with my drivers. If I'm dispatching the load personally, I stay in contact with the driver. If the driver, drivers always can call me up or call Darren up, say, hey man, I got a problem. That's why when you all be seeing Darren, when he pops in on the meeting, he pops in and out, Darren is always dealing with something, either with the loads, with the brokers, with the carrier, something. That's the note. That is the sign of a successful dispatcher. If you are always busy, you are making money. I promise you that. And Darren is always busy doing something when it comes to load confirmations, talking with the carriers, dealing with shippers and brokers. There's a million things that can come up, but that's the life of a dispatcher. Is that you're not doing this 24/7, but in the hours that you're working, you are busy. You are busy. That's why when y'all call me up in the morning time, sometimes I tell y'all I try to be quick because I got about 5 or 6 people on the line, on hold. I got about 3 or 4 missed phone calls, and I just got off a call, and I've got to make phone calls as soon as I get off the phone with you. Okay, if you are busy, you are making money. You are successful. Okay. Where we at here? If there are any, okay, they didn't know exact conditions. We utilize load tracking technology. The driver must agree to accept text messages that will update our system. Be certain to provide driver name and cell phone number below. Okay, that's where you get the driver's name, cell phone number, print name, and all that stuff goes right there. Okay, that's the load confirmation. Let me see if I can find their rate con. No. Hold on. Let me find their rate confirmation. Now, that's a load. All right. Here's the bill of lading. Now, from the same load. This is the bill of lading from the same load. This is what you get from the receiving consignee, the receiving shipper, where you drop the load off. All right. This is what you're going to get from them. It's going to be tied up bill of lading. You're going to have your load number there. Some people will have pro number or load number. Remember, it's the same thing. You're going to have the date, you have the weight, just to make sure it all checks out. It's the same as the one that's on the rate con. Same information here. The drop off, delivery, location, primary school facility, address, phone number, cell number, primary contact, Daniel Nelson, phone number, cell number, best to reach at cell number, notes and references. No, again, important, 3 stars on either side. Driver must collect payment code from delivery contact person before offloading. Now, this is about the 5th time that you've seen that, so you know that is vital, right? Ain't no excuse. There's no excuse for the driver not getting the payment code because they done put this thing on here about 5, 6 times already. Okay? They really mean that. Okay? Okay, so make sure that you follow these instructions. Again, references. What type of equipment or what the shipment is. Make sure it's the same item number, same type of air compressor. Okay? Pickups. There it is right there. The pickup location, where it got picked up from, Sergeant Cox, all that stuff is the same as it was on the Raycon. Deliveries. Here it is again right here. Make sure you go over, should pick up the time, the location, the contact information, the hours of the drop, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, or call for after hours. Important. The above described property is received in apparent good order. Count and conditions verified. except as noted below. Okay, make sure that they do this. Make sure they print their name, signature, date. Driver, carriers, you're gonna print their name, signature, and date. Receiver consignee, the person who is signing for it being received, name, signature, and date. Okay, so those are some really good sample. What you call it right there, bill of ladings and what you call it. Any questions on bill of ladings and rate cons? Any questions on that?
Yeah, I got a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Will they be emailing this rate con back to you like the carrier, or is it actually a piece of paper that they got to sign?
No, it can be email or it can be e-sign, but it's got to be a piece of paper that they sign. And if they is a piece of paper, blah, 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 blah. When you get the actual sign come back, it can be a photocopy. As long as they got like the tablet or the phone, they can sign it, right? And then they hold up over it and make sure you got a good, clear copy of everything that's on there, and you can send that with it. These are the email copies, right? Because you see they're not signed. But the actual ones that I receive are the ones that when they ship me a photocopy of it. After it's been signed and everything, they get a good, clear picture of the whole document.
Okay. So is the carrier is taking that picture, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Carriers taking that picture and they're sending it to you. And so you're gonna send this copy and that photocopy over to your broker. So they got it printed out so they can see it nicely, and they got the signed copy.
Okay.
Most truck drivers have tablets. That's why they have tablets. So they can take a good picture of the whole thing. They can send it right to you, or they can take it with their phone. They can just message it to you, text it to you, or whatever the case may be.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions on rate cons? You're welcome. You're welcome. Good question, by the way. Any other questions on rate cons and bill of ladings? All right. Does everybody see the importance of rate cons, of reading rate cons and bill of ladings?
Yeah.
Does everybody have a different? Does everyone now have a?
Well, Mr. Butler, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I don't know the paperwork that you just explained. Where do I get those from?
What do you mean? The rate cons and stuff? That's going to come from the
rate
broker.
Come from the broker. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you got to get from the broker. Yeah, after you go to the load board, you find a load, you call the broker up, y'all discuss this load, what it's paying, this and that. Then the broker is gonna pretty much ask you for your carrier's DOT or EMC number. They're gonna run your carrier to make sure that they're good to run that load. Once that checks out, this all takes about 15, 20 seconds. It doesn't take long at all. And they're gonna run it. And they go, okay, that carrier is good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot you over rate con. That's what they're gonna send you. They're gonna send you the rate con. Okay, you're gonna get the BOL from the place you drop it off to. So you get the rate confirmation. It's coming from the broker, right? They're gonna send you the rate con. Make sure you read it. All that stuff. Call your carrier, read all that. Blah 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 blah. Then when they drop the load, they're gonna get that paperwork from the place where they drop the load at. All right. Make sure both the place that you picked it up from signs it, prints it, like I said. Make sure the place you drop it off to, where they give you the BOL, which is your receipt. Make sure they print, sign it, everything the way it's supposed to. Okay, this is not something that you. This is not something that you as a dispatcher, you all don't have to have, printed out forms or rate con. No. This all comes from the broker. This comes from the broker. Even if you're doing a direct shipper load, it's going to come from the shipper. So whoever you're picking that, whoever you're getting that load from is going to supply you with the rate con, and whoever you're dropping that load off to is going to supply you with the BOL.
I got another question.
Yes, sir.
Is it two different BOLs, or do they have to kind of like sign the same one?
No, there's only one BOL. There's a rate con, and then there's a BOL. The rate confirmation is what you get before you go pick the load up. That gives you all your instructions, has to pay on it, everything outlined the way you discussed it. The BOL is your receipt you pick up from the place you deliver to. So you're going to have a signature from the people who you picked up from. They're going to sign. And then you're going to get a signature from the BOL from the people you delivered to. They're going to print it out and sign. And both of those have to be sent back over to the broker once this whole thing is completed.
Okay.
Okay, once the load is delivered, everything got the receipt, then the carrier is gonna send you both back the rate con and the the signed rate confirmation where they picked up the load and the signed receipt from where they dropped the load off. They're gonna send you both those back.
Okay, thank you.
Then you forward those over to the broker. That's confirmation that everything was done the way it was supposed to, and that's how they then go ahead and authorize your payment for the carrier to get paid.
No, I do have a question. In the back office, are there
Any
any? Yes, are there any samples so I can start like reading them?
I got one more
Most of you all have
You just get an idea of how they're written.
Okay. What was your question again? Because remember, this is a recording, so you have to remember that. But
Yeah, that is right.
what was
I'm
your,
sorry, I keep on forgetting. Like,
all right, but
I would like to read, like, just read it in general. Is there something in the back office, like, I can just read samples of, like, of the paperwork?
there's not anything in the back office of a sample rate con. You can pull up sample rate cons on Google. You can go to SD and pull them up. I mean, sample rate cons everywhere. I mean, you can just Google sample rate confirmation and sample BOLs, and you can pull them up because I have them in my broker stuff. But remember, dispatchers don't really have rate cons because you don't really send them out. They're sent over from a broker. But you can Google and pull up, sample rate cons.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
yeah, you just go to Google and just Google, sample rate confirmations and BOL, bill of ladings, and they'll pull right up and get a whole bunch, all over the place. Okay, all right. And the reason why I was doing this the reason why I was playing this on recording because my camera is messing up.
Yes, sir.
earlier in the class, you stated the steps of what you have to do, like do the pitch, can you give me them steps again?
I'm gonna do better than that. I'm gonna do better than that. If you're in your back office, they're in your back office too, by the way. Okay. But I'm gonna do better than that. You can either go to your back office site, which is right here. Let's go to your back office. In your back office, here they are right here. How to dispatch series. This is the entire series right here. And they're here in order. Okay? The first step is compliance, knowing what dispatches are, why they are legal, what type of equipment you're gonna need, all that type of stuff. The next step is what? Locating carriers. We go over and show you where to go find your carriers at and how to locate them and how to get your list of carriers, loan operators to call. Once you know that, then you gotta go be what? Your pitch, right? The pitch, how much you need to move your truck. Then the next step is gonna be what? Dispatch training, dispatch agreement, right? That's the dispatch agreement. And after that, it's gonna be once you get the agreement signed, then you got to go to load boards and find load. That's load acquisition. Then you're gonna go to what we are on right now. Once you find the load, you're gonna go to rate confirmations and BOL and getting paid. Those are your steps right there. If you're in your back office, if you have access to your back office, we have all 7 videos right there. Or you can go to our playlist on our YouTube channel, and I have a whole bunch of different I'm playlist here. Those of you who want to know about Calm Data and EFS, we have 2 videos on that. We have the easy lease, don't worry about that. We have how to identify and create your own high-paying dedicated lanes. We have 7 videos on that. We have videos for brokers. We have 13 videos for the broker's hour on the broker process. I did, the load board report, and I'm sorry, we got a series called Dispatching from the Park series. I was just doing some reminiscing and going back to the parks that I used to go to when I was homeless and doing this, starting from the homeless shelter. I was giving everybody a tour of the different parks that I used to walk to or catch the bus to during my day, because I leave the homeless shelter like at 4:30 in the morning, and I go to these parks and get on Wi-Fi and dispatch freight. so if I can do this being homeless, I know good doggone well y'all can do this. Okay. You got another series, the load board report. We got 19 videos on the load board report, my private consultation, and finally the how-to dispatch series. This is the how-to dispatch series. I'm going to go ahead and give you a link to this. Share this link right here. I'm going to go ahead and send it out to my YouTube people so that you all can have it on YouTube. And I'm going to send it to you all on here. Where's my thing at here?
All right. Most of that is just, just stuff. I'm going to go ahead and find this link for you all so y'all will have it, so you'll know where to find the videos you all need to look at. But basically all you're going to do is you're going to go to our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, okay? And everybody can still see my screen, right? This is not a recording in mode. Everybody can still see my screen,
I can
right?
see it. Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna go to YouTube. You're gonna look for our channel, which is RBBS Logistics Learning Center. So you're gonna look for RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. You're gonna go to the channel, and you're gonna go to where it says playlist. Okay. You're gonna click on the playlist. When you get the playlist, you're gonna come down here and you're gonna start seeing some of our videos and stuff, and all the different videos that we have. Here's something right here: BOLs and Raycons. This is one we're doing live right now. But these are our. You can go to different playlists and stuff. I've got freight broker sales tips of the day. I got RBBS corporate consulting, freight broker. I got those videos. I got a whole bunch of different playlists. And the ones that you all are looking for, you're gonna be looking for the how to dispatch series right here. How to dispatch training. That's the series you all are looking for. Okay, you got 21. Basically, you got 3 whole series in this playlist. So it goes over all 7 videos 3 times. Okay, so you got 3 whole series in this playlist. Click where it says full playlist. It gives you the full playlist. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all this link, so y'all can go straight to the playlist. You can just pull up the entire playlist. It's easier playing it on YouTube than it is playing it in the back office. So let me find you all down here. Here we go. Send this out to y'all in the chat box. All right, now y'all got it. Okay, that's the playlist. That's the playlist for the how to dispatch series. Now remember, anything that you're looking for from us, all you got to do is go to YouTube. Like if you're just on YouTube, if you just type in RBBS, let's say you're looking for dedicated lanes, just hit the RBBS dedicated. Type that in, click it. It's gonna take you over and show you our videos on dedicated lanes, on how to find dedicated lanes. Y'all see that? So whatever you're looking for on YouTube, if you put RBBS in front of it, and then put what you're looking for behind it, it'll pull up our version of the training on whatever topic you're looking for. Does everybody got that?
Yes.
All right. So it's real simple. It's real simple to find out stuff. Now I want everybody to go and because tonight's episode or tonight's training was brought to you all by Jen Williams' RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Okay, and that's RBBS Logistics Learning Centers 3. You click on here, you pull up the people. We have different RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Jen Williams owns one. Actually, we have about 9 people that own their own version of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. They're basically just people who have signed up for our paid affiliate programs. Hold on here. They pay for our affiliate programs, and depending on what level they come in at on the affiliate program, and there's Jen's right there, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center 3. This is her channel. Okay. Depends on what level they came in at is the percentage that they get from when they share our vocational school link, because they got an affiliate link. Now we have a free affiliate program and we have paid affiliate program. The free affiliate program, anybody can sign up for that, and it doesn't cost you anything. When you get your affiliate link, you share it, and then you get 8% of whatever your affiliate link produces. So in other words, if you share your link, it's going to take people to here, the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. And from here, they can go here and click enroll now. So when they click enroll now, because when you share your affiliate link, it's going to track. It's going to track that link for 120 days. So anybody that clicks on your affiliate link, when they come to the site from your affiliate link, it's going to put a tracking code on their computer for 120 days. So if they come back anytime within 120 days and they enroll in anything, you're going to get 8% of that enrollment fee. Okay. If you sign up for one of the paid affiliate programs, you can get anywhere from 60% up to 95%. But the paid affiliate programs, that's a whole different story. You have to pay to get those links. Okay, we have a $1,500 level, we have a $2,500 level, we have a $5,000 level, and we have a $10,000 level. Okay, if you pay the $1,500 level, you get 60% of everything your affiliate link generates. So you get 60% of everything you see here. If someone comes on here and they signs up for if they get our ebook, which is $29.95, they're gonna get 60% of that. They get this right here, they're gonna get 60% of that. If they sign up for our 2-week broker training, they're gonna get 60% of that $1,850. If you sign up at the $2,500 level, you're gonna get 80% of everything you see here when people enroll and stuff. If you sign up for the $5,000 level, you're gonna get 90%. If you sign up for the $10,000 level, you're gonna get 95%. And your affiliate link allows you to track everything in your affiliate back office site. So you're gonna have an affiliate back office site. It's called an OSI affiliate back office site, where you are able to track all your clicks, sales, what state people have clicked on from, whether they clicked on from Facebook, LinkedIn, or directly from the link. It tells you how many females who clicked on, how many males. It tells you the gender. It tells you the age groups. It's a full tracking back office site that gives you, and it tells you what people have clicked on and what they have enrolled in, and it tells you what your commissions are, what commissions you got coming to you. And you can have a set to pay you through PayPal, or you can have a set to pay you by check, whichever way you want to get paid. Okay, so that's the paid affiliate program that we have, and this is why Jen has her own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Okay, we currently have 7 or 9 paid affiliates with RBBS. Okay, ranging anywhere from the $1,500 level all the way up to the $10,000 level. Okay, so I want you all to go and subscribe to Jen's channel. This is her channel. And she has, and notice she has a lot of stuff on here that she does too, like her own training stuff that she has on here. And she has some very, very good stuff. Very, very good. She has some very good, training stuff on here. She has a mixture of my stuff on here, but she has a lot of her own stuff on here. She does a podcast and stuff, and she has some very insightful training. So you all get another look at someone else who is giving you their take on dispatch training or freight broker training or freight broker sales, and someone else who is connected with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, because we are growing, we are expanding, we are expanding. We've got a lot of different people who are getting their own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, and they're making money from their own RBBS Logistics Learning Center. So this is Jen's YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe to her channel. I'm gonna put the link in here. Oh, hold on. Put up the wrong thing. Y'all forgive me. There we go. What am I looking for? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna give y'all her link. Right, there's her link right there. You all can go and make sure you all subscribe to her channel. She's a very, very good channel. Great content. Great content. And she's a great instructor. So subscribe to her channel. Start watching her videos and stuff. You'll get a lot of great content and a lot of great insight on dispatching and on freight broker and on dispatch sales tips and freight broker sales tips and things like that. All right. What else? Oh, if you want to sign up for the RBBS affiliateship, let's see here, RBBS referral. And here again, you just click RBBS referral, and it'll take you to our area where you can become an affiliate. Here is for the free affiliateships. You click on one of these. It's like a nice little video, as y'all can see here.
Are you looking to make some extra money? Then we have some great and exciting news. The RBBS Logistics Learning Center is now paying referrals.
I am so broke. How can I earn some extra money?
Joey, I just earned $1,000 for referring Dave to RBBS LLC. They helped him set up his logistics firm. Don't you know people interested in the freight industry?
Come to think of it, Amy. You're right. I know several people interested in the freight industry.
Amy, so glad I ran into you. Here's that cash for those referrals.
And just in time to go shopping. Bye, guys. I'm off to the mall.
Here you go, Joey. To start earning extra money for your referrals, just follow these simple instructions.
All right, so that's one of the videos that we have. And you click down here. Went too far. Click down here at the bottom of it.
Are you looking to make some extra money?
You go down here to the bottom of it. See where it says show more? Click that. Then it tells you about, this is the link you go to get your referral link. We'll click this or open this up for you all. We'll give you all a copy of this so y'all can have it. And this is a free referral. You don't have to pay anything. This is free. You're gonna earn 8% on commission on every person you send our way who enrolls into any of our courses. Like y'all enrolled in this course or want to enroll onto a course from your affiliate link, you're gonna get 8% of the enrollment fee. Okay, so and lays it all out for you. But let me go ahead and give you all this link so you all can, if you want to go and sign up for the affiliateship and start making money from this platform just like I do. There you go. Okay, so you click on that. Basically, you click on that, and it's going to take you to here. Show y'all what it looks like. It's going to take you to here, where you can get signed up. Join our affiliate program. Program highlights, you earn 8% commission from every person you send our way. From our affiliate dashboard, you will be able to track, you'll be able to keep track of clicks, referred sales, and commissions earned. We will give you all the resources you need to succeed, including promotional materials and a dedicated affiliate manager. You'll get commissions paid out weekly. How to get started: sign up using the form to the right over here. Share your unique affiliate link via email, social media, or text message, and drive traffic to our site. It's just that simple. Okay, sign up. When you sign up, it's going to give you your affiliate link. Log in to see your back office. You're going to have your affiliate link. That link that it gives you, share it. Just share it. Just share it. When you share it, it's going to pop up and give people, like when you put it on social media, the link is going to pop up and it's going to be actually like a little, like a little flyer or a ad for our vocational school. And they click on that, it's going to put a tracking code for 120 days. So they may not get something right then, but if they come back onto that site, they don't have to even use your link. If they come back to the site at any time within 120 days and enroll in anything, you're going to get your 8% commission. Okay. Now, for those of you who want higher percentages, you have to enter into our paid affiliate program. That's RBBS affiliate program. If you're looking for our affiliate programs, that's a little bit different. Here's our affiliate program: RBBS 7-figure affiliate marketing blueprint. The 3 biggest enemies to success. That's like a little short video that we did on that. But here is what we're talking about when we're talking about our affiliate program. It's under our career opportunities right here. Careers and opportunities at RBBS Corporate Consulting. And there should be another video down here. Here it is right here. RBBS LLC 7-figure careers and opportunities part 2. Now, this is on the opportunities, which is the affiliate program. Okay. And you click on this one, it goes in and we explain to you, everything is about. This is a little bit longer video. It's about a half hour, 40 minutes long, because we got a lot to explain on how the paid affiliate program works. Because not only do you get to be a paid affiliate, on the paid affiliate side, as you can see here, it paid out a lot of money. Pays out a lot of money. Okay, not only do you get on the paid affiliate side, you can make anywhere from 60 to 95%, but you also get to be a consultant within our brokerage, within our corporate consulting firm, where we manage freight brokerage firms. And that is some serious money, because we train you on how to manage and run the freight brokerage firms that we have in the contract, and you get a percentage of the brokerage fees from the brokerage firm that you're managing. Basically, we're showing you how to recruit, hire, and train the salespeople that's going to work in that brokerage firm. And when you are running your own brokerage firm, you're getting a percentage of every brokerage fee. Every brokerage fee. Now, those you don't know anything about brokerage firms, that's a lot of money. A lot of money. But before you do that, what we train you is we have you to work in the brokerage firm that we're already running. This is one of the brokerage firms that we are running, All Aboard Logistics. Show you some of our salespeople. These are our salespeople that we've already hired for this brokerage firm in our in the back office area. Go here. But we basically let you all, as consultants, you get to work in the brokerage firm that we're already running, and you can work all 3 positions and receive and get commissions from all 3 positions, which are all residual compensation. You can set up your residuals from all 3 positions: the shipper sales, the carrier sales, and process. And the reason why we have you working all 3 positions is because we want you to learn all 3 positions. This is one of our consultants who's working all 3 positions. Miss Connie Turner, she's one of our consultants who has the paid affiliate program. Who else is on here that has the paid affiliate program? Miss Angela Rozier, she's one of our paid affiliates. Miss Hyatt, she's one of our paid affiliates because you know she's a senior consultant. And of course, Jen Williams is our VP of operations. She's one of our senior consultants. So she's a senior consultant. She's a senior consultant. Miss Rozier is a senior consultant, and Miss Turner is a junior consultant. Junior consultants are those who come in at the $1,500 level. Senior consultants come in at $2,500 level or higher. Okay, senior consultants get higher percentages of the broker fees. Senior consultants also get to recruit junior consultants, and they get a 1% override on the brokerage firms that they are managing on the brokerage fees. So it is a considerable amount of money. I would, if you're interested at all in learning about this, I would beg that you all go and watch this video. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all the link to the video. Go and watch this video, and you'll see the type of the type of earning potential you have from managing brokerage firms. Okay, but again, this is one of the brokerage firms that we are currently managing. It's Hall Aboard Logistics, and these are all the sales people that we currently hire with this brokerage firm. We have another brokerage firm, Spirits Logistics, that we do the hiring, training, and the recruitment, hiring, and training of their salespeople. But with this brokerage firm, we run the day-to-day operations. We actually run the brokerage firm. The owners don't have anything to do with running the brokerage firm. They turn it over to us to run the brokerage firm. So with this firm, we have total control. Okay, so I can see here, these are the owners here, Ms. Foss and Ms. Danielle Dawkins, and they turned it over to us because it's managed by RBBS Corporate Consulting, and we're the manager of the brokerage firm. You see down here, Jen Williams is my VP of operations. They list, I'm in it as the chief operations officer. Then you have the two owners down here. Okay, so RBBS is doing some big things this year. We are doing a lot of big things this year. Okay, so we're no longer just a freight broker or a dispatch training platform or just a vocational school. We launched our consulting firm back in October, and we've got two brokerage firms that we manage, that we have on the contract, one that we fully manage, one we just do the recruitment, hiring, and training. And then we've got 6 more brokerage firms that slated to sign up with us before midsummer that they want us to take over and run their brokerage firm. So we're gonna need more consultants to fill in those places to run these brokerage firms. And we provide with all the training. All right, but if you want to do that, that requires skin in the game. You know, you can't just come in and say, I want to be a consultant. Well, you got to put skin in the game. All of our consultants have money invested with our consulting firm. So, but I'm going to give y'all this link, and you all can go look at it. I've got some stuff on Facebook too that you all can take a look at. If you want to look at some serious earnings, let me go to Facebook real quick. I got some stuff on Facebook that you all can take a look at, and then I'm gonna cut y'all loose for the night. If you go to Facebook and you go either to my page, my home page, or my personal page, or you go over to our consulting page, and you pull it up here. Take it a while for it to pull up. All right, here we go. You go to my home page, you see stuff that we're putting out about our training. Now people who attend our 2-week training course, they are automatically guaranteed career placement within a freight brokerage firm that we are managing. So that kind of puts us in a very, advantageous position. So when people attend our 2-week training course for our freight acquisitions, for our freight broker training course, or our dispatch training course, we have the perfect position for people who attend our dispatch training course. If you attend our 2-week training course, and after you graduate, if you pass that course with a grade of 7 or better, you're offered a position within one of our freight brokerage firms in the carrier group management division. this position is perfect for experienced dispatchers. Okay, they get to basically call up trucking companies, get them to agree to onboard with our brokerage firm, and then if you get a trucking company, let's say a trucking company signs up, they got 20 trucks or 50 trucks or 6 or 1,000 trucks, whatever the case may be. When you get that trucking company to agree to onboard with our brokerage firm, every truck that's on that DOT number is part of your carrier group. You are the carrier group manager for that trucking company. So if any truck in that's under the DOT number runs a load from our brokerage firm, you're gonna get anywhere from a minimum of 10% of the brokerage fee. That's residual income. That's residual income. Okay, so that's a lot of money. I mean, if 8 trucks a day are booking loads from my brokerage firm, that's gonna pay you so in the neighborhood of $240,000. Just 8 trucks a day. Because the average brokerage fee is $600. You're getting anywhere from 10 to 20%. 20% of $600 is $120. That times 8 is like what? What is that? Shoot, what's 120 times 8? Some of y'all who are quick with math. What's that? That's about
960.
Yeah, $960 a day. 5 days a week. That's like 49. That's like $4,900 a week, right? That's about $240,000 a year. So it's, I mean, a lot of good money here. A lot of good money here. You can go there, or you can go to our, let's see here, go to search. You can go to our, we have a private sales group. Only people who are employed or with the brokerage firms that we manage, or people who are consultants with our consult firm, are allowed in the RBBS corporate sales team group. No one else is allowed in that group. Corporate consulting, there we go. This is our official Facebook page, and we have an official LinkedIn page and stuff too. But on this page is where you're gonna find a lot of the, if you're looking to go and get signed up with our affiliate programs, here they are. All right, so if you come here, it says you right here, 7-figure affiliate blueprint, the ultimate retirement vehicle. Earn a percentage of all broker fees from multiple freight brokerage firms, the freight and trucking industry's first and only legitimate 7-figure affiliate marketing. As a consultant with RBBS Corporate Consulting for freight brokerage startups, you will earn a percentage of the broker fees from brokerages managed by RBBS Corporate, from RBBS LLC Corporate Consulting. To learn more, click here. I'm gonna give y'all this link. If y'all want to go and, kind of learn everything there is to learn about that. Chat. There that is right there. Let me put this on YouTube too, so they'll have it. Where's my YouTube live? Am I still doing my live thing? I thought I was. Give me a second here. Let me go to my live. Oh, let me go over here. It's over here. There we go. Go to my live. What happened to my live? What happened to my live? Y'all give me a second. Channel. All right, there's my live. Live, give them the link to this so they can have it. All right, there's that link. All right, now let me go back to what you call it. All right. All right. So they said you also earn 60 to 95% commission of all of RBBS Logistics Learning Centers ebooks and enrollments for every person you send our way. Now, this is the link to the affiliate programs. Now, I'm gonna open that link, but I'm gonna copy it first. You can't get to this link by going to the site directly. You can only get it by going to the link that we provide to you on Facebook, stuff like that. It's on the site, but it's hidden from the rest of the site because we only want people coming here who are interested in becoming a paid affiliate and becoming a consultant with our firm. As you can see here, when you click on any one of these, you got the $1,500 level, you got the $2,500 level, you got the $5,000 level, and you got the $10,000 level. Okay, and at the $1,500 level, you get 60%. $2,500 levels, you get 80%. $5,000 level, you get 90%. $10,000 level, you get 95% of everything your affiliate link generates. Let's just click on this real quick to show you all what it pulls up to and looks like. You can actually finance this through a firm. Okay, you can actually finance this through a firm. It should pull up here, the firm thing that tells you about how you can do it through a firm. But it basically tells you here the RBBS LLC Corporate Consultant Paid Affiliate Program, legitimate path, the same thing we just showed you before. And you can, when you add to cart, it should tell you, should pop up and tell you about your firm monthly payments if you do it through a firm. Sometimes it takes a minute to load up. Okay, well, for some reason it's not showing, but you can actually pay this through a firm if you want to and pay it out in monthly payments. Sometimes it shows it, sometimes it doesn't for some reason. Like there's a $2,500 one. I'm trying to get the firm thing to pull up. Okay, well, it's not pulling up, but if you add the cart and it takes you to the cart, okay, if you view cart, it should tell you about your firm. When you click view cart, it tells you what their firm payments are if you're going to pay it through a firm.
Alvin, if they click on that last link you just sent, it'll show the breakdown of each one.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing it on my thing, but it usually shows you the breakdown. Know what it is, but anyway, if you go to checkout, it should tell you about their firm. It says should tell you can check out with a firm. Continue, add the cart, secure checkout. Where's the firm one? Why is it not showing me a firm checkout? Oh, there it is right there. Affirm. My bad. All right. You can click the affirm as one of the payment options. You can click that. When you click that, then when you go through affirm, you put in this information and tell you what your monthly payments would be, and stuff like that. So I think it's like $162 or something like that. But I think it's like $162 is what it is for the $1,500 one. And then whatever it is, you can bring it, it'll show you what the monthly payments are. So I'm gonna give y'all this link. Y'all will have it. Chat. The link with y'all can go ahead and look at the affiliate programs. That's that link there. We put it on. Let me also put it on oh, why they keep popping up? Put it on YouTube. For those people on YouTube, they can check it out. And there it is right there. All right, so that's pretty much gonna do it for the night. I just want to catch y'all up on what's going on with us and the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers about the 2 brokerage firms that we're managing right now. And we've got 6 more that we're signing who are contracting with us before the summer. They're getting all of their credentials, their bonds and stuff together. But we're gonna have quite a few brokerage firms that we're gonna be managing. By the way, we're the only company of this type. There's no other freight broker management firms in the country, in this industry. We created this niche. When you think about it, it's actually pretty good because we're able to run and profit from several brokerage firms without owning any of them. So when you have like a Landstar brokerage firm or a TQL, the TQL, they did 13 billion last year in revenue. So think of it like, you know, being able to run and profit from several TQLs. Okay. And you don't own any of them. But that's what we created. And there's nothing else. There's nothing else in the country like it. No one else. So for all these brokerage firms that are having trouble, all these brokerage firms, all these people who have went out and listened to these freight broker trainers and got their bonds and all this other stuff, and then they come to find out it's a lot harder than they thought it was. It's not as simple. You can't run a brokerage firm by yourself. I don't know why these people think you can just get your bond and get your insurance and you can run your own brokerage firm. That ain't gonna never happen. Because for one thing, you don't have the time needed to commit to making your brokerage firm a success. Because most people who go out and get their bonds, they got another job, right? They got other priorities, they got another job. So if they're working a job, how are they gonna run a brokerage firm part-time? A brokerage firm takes 1% of your time. But that's where we come in, because I don't work somewhere else. This is what I do. Jen Williams, this is what she does. Miss Turner, this is what she does. Miss Hyatt, Miss Rozier, all those people, everybody within our consulting firm, they have money invested in our consulting firm, and they don't have something else out there that they have to devote their time to. They have devoted and committed 100% to what we do. So therefore, when we manage a brokerage firm, when we contract, the brokerage firm contract us, they know that they are getting a group of people who are gonna spend the time necessary to make their brokerage firm successful. They know they're gonna get people who are gonna hire 50 to 60 salespeople to work in their brokerage firm. They know that we're gonna spend our time training those people and making sure those people know how to do their job correctly. That's what makes successful brokerage firm. You can't run a brokerage firm part-time. There are people out there now trying to run their own brokerage firm, and I promise you, they are failing. 93% of all new freight brokerage firms are out of business within the first 2 years. That's the statistic. Because you got all these people who have been convinced by these quote-unquote freight broker trainers that they can just get their bond, get their insurance, get their SAT code, and they can run a brokerage firm part-time and be successful. That ain't gonna happen. I hate to tell you, that ain't gonna happen. You need to be able to devote 100% of your time to running your brokerage firm. And because you can't do that, that's what we can do. All right, but that's gonna do it. Thank you all, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have the links to all the stuff that we do, and if you want to become a part of any of the things that we do. Right now, we are hiring for the brokerage firms, but we had an initial phase where basically we were just giving just about anybody a shot. If you have a desire to be a freight acquisition executive, come in and we'll train. If you have a desire to be a carrier group manager, come in and we'll train. But that phase is over. Okay, we've been doing this since November. Okay, if you didn't jump on while that phase was coming on, then you just missed that boat. Now, and if you want to come in and work as a freight acquisition executive, you either got to have a book of business. If you don't have a book of business, you must take our 2-week freight acquisitions training course. You must take that 2-week freight brokerage course. That's $1,850. But when you graduate from that course, you are guaranteed a position within one of the brokerage firms, and you are guaranteed those positions. And those positions that we have within the brokerage firm, after the first year, you have benefits. Okay, health, dental, and vision. Okay, you also have vested retirement after 5 years. Okay, which means after 5 years you've been with the company, you can retire and keep 50% of your residual income. If you go to 10 years and you retire with that brokerage firm, you keep 90% of your residual income. Now, let me let you know something. If you're a freight acquisition executive, you sign up one shipper, just one shipper. That shipper is only sending over 100 loads per day. And the brokerage firm is only booking 25% of those loads. Now remember, you don't have to book freight. All you got to do is get the shipper to sign up, because you're going to get paid 7.25% from every load that is booked from your shipper's account, for as long as that shipper is contracted with the brokerage firm and for as long as you are employed with the brokerage firm. And you don't do any booking of freight. You don't put anything on the load boards. You don't deal with any carriers. You don't do none of that. All you do is you get the shipper to agree to sign up. In other words, you just sell. And you're going to get paid from that shipper for as long as that shipper is contracted with the brokerage firm, and as long as you're working for the brokerage firm. So that little 7.25% of 25 loads being booked per day, shipper just sending over 100 loads, and we only booking 25% of those loads. And the average broker fee is $600, because the average broker fee is about 18 to 20% of the load fee. So the average broker fee is $600. You're getting 25, you're getting 7.25% of that. That's $43.50 times 25 loads. That's $1,093 a day. $5,096 a week. $286,000 a year. And all you got to do is get the shipper to agree to on board with the brokerage firm. That's why we say all of our salespeople are on a legitimate path to 7 figures a year. Now, we passed the phase where we were just bringing people in because we had to get people into the brokerage firms to get the brokerage firm up and going, but we're past that phase now. Okay, if you didn't jump on then you either got to come to us with a book of business. If you have a book of business, you can come and work within the brokerage firms that we have, that we're currently managing. If you don't have a book of business, you must take the 2-week training course offered to us by the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Okay, we have a dispatch division within the brokerage firm. It's called Carrier Group Managers. All they do is call trucking companies, get trucking companies to agree to onboard with the brokerage firm. As I said before, if you get a trucking company that's got 50 trucks or 1,000 trucks or 5,000 trucks, and they onboard with the brokerage firm, any truck that runs a load from our brokerage firm, you're going to get a minimum of 10% of the brokerage fee. That's if you don't book the load yourself. If you book the load yourself onto a truck within your carrier group, you're going to get 20% of the brokerage fee. And we've already told you what that turns out. That turns out to be about, on just 8 trucks booking loads on average each day, that turns into what, $240,000 a year. That's residual income. So at your retirement stages, 5 years, you get to keep 50% of that. And that's just from 8 trucks. So what happens when you sign up 2, 3, 4, 5 shippers, or you sign up shippers that send over 500 loads a day, 1,000 loads a day, 3,000 loads a day? What happens when you sign up trucking companies that have 50 trucks, 60 trucks, 100 trucks, 300 trucks, 2,000 trucks? There's not another brokerage firm in the country that's paying the way we pay with the brokerage firm that we are managed. No other brokerage firm in the country is offering vested retirement. There are hardly any brokerage firms out there that offer benefits after 1 year. So that's where we're headed. I told you all last year, this was going to be the year for RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. I told you all that last year. We were doing some things that people had never heard of, had never seen before, and we was going to take this to a whole different level. But guess what? We are here. Okay? So that's what we have. You know, if you want to be a part of it, you know how to become a part of it. I want to thank you all. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all back here next Thursday when we would do invoicing. Did we skip load acquisitions? Did we do load acquisition last week? Because if we didn't, I need to double back and do that next week. So let me know if y'all remember us doing load acquisitions last week. I've been so busy, I kind of forget sometimes what we're doing. But if we skipped it, I'll double back next week and we'll do load acquisitions. All right. But I'll check my YouTube channel to see if we did it. If we didn't, we'll double back next week and we'll do load acquisitions on how to locate loads and how to find dedicated freight on the load boards and things like that. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I will see you all back here next week. Bye, everybody.